Yeah. What's the answer for the second one? What's the value of alpha? Or what are the values of alpha? 2n minus 4. Oh, perfect. 2 minus 4. Correct. All right. We'll just see how the answer goes. The center of a circle is O given by 2 alpha minus 1 comma 7. Okay. Circle, center, O, coordinates 2 alpha minus 1 comma 7. And it passes through the point A minus 3 comma minus 1. The circle passes through the point. The circle passes through the point minus 3 comma minus 1, which means A lies on the circumference of the circle. So A lies on the circumference of the circle. If the diameter of the circle is 10 units, so which means the radius is 10. The diameter is 20 units, which means the radius is 10. So this distance OA is 10 units, right? Diameter 20, radius 10. Here OA is 10. Find the value or values of alpha. So distance formula. All right. We know OA is 10. Distance OA or the length of the line segment OA is 10. Correct? Now you can square it. OA square is equal to 10 square, 100. Correct? OA is equal to 10. OA square is equal to 10 square, 100. Okay. Now OA is square. So you don't write the square root symbol. Apply the distance formula, but don't write the square root symbol. Okay. What is it? Difference of the x coordinates, the whole square. So 2 alpha minus 1 minus 3 plus 3 minus 3. So plus 3 the whole square plus difference between the y coordinates the whole square. Any order you can subtract the y coordinates. All right. So 7 minus 1. Which are the x coordinates? 2 alpha minus 1 and minus 3. You should subtract them and square it. Plus, which are the y coordinates? 7 and minus 1. Subtract and square it. So 7 minus 1. So plus 1, the whole square, is equal to 100. This is the equation. OA square is equal to 100 is the equation. All right. Okay. So now this is 2 alpha plus 2, the whole square, plus 8 squared, that is 64, is equal to 100. So you need to expand this. All right. Fine. I have the answer. Let me present that. So see here. It's okay. I'll just proceed with this. So when you square it, you can take out 2 common if you want, or you can just square it as it is. So this is like a plus b the whole squared, right? So a squared, 4 alpha squared, plus 2 into a into b, 8 alpha, plus b squared, 4, plus 64 is equal to 100. So 4 alpha squared plus 8 alpha, 100 comes here. So it's 68 minus 100. So minus 32. Okay. Minus 32 is equal to 0. Now simplify the equation by dividing the equation throughout by 4. So alpha squared plus 2 alpha minus 8 fours are 32. Oh no. Sorry. What's that? 4 eights. Okay. Is equal to 0. So what are the two numbers to split the middle term? 4 and 2. Okay. So plus 4 and minus 2. Plus 4 alpha minus 2 alpha. Right? Minus 8 is equal to 0. So alpha into alpha plus 4 minus 2 into alpha plus 4 is equal to 0. So alpha plus 4 into alpha minus 2 is equal to 0. Alpha is equal to minus 4 or alpha is equal to 2. So these are the values of alpha. Yeah, please write down. Finish all the 4. Doing this. Okay. By the time the others write, you can just continue with it. I'll help you. question you want? Yeah. Finish writing this one, children. Online children completed this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. The next is the fourth one, is it? No, not this. This one? Finish this? I think this we finished in the last class. Okay, let me present this question. This one, right? Yeah. We'll do this and then go to the previous one. See, I had marked 4 questions. First one we already finished in the last class. Now we do the second question. We have 2 more. This is the last one. I'll do this and then go to the previous one. Okay. So we know that in a square, the diagonals bisect each other. In a square, in a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. A rhombus is a parallelogram. A rectangle is a parallelogram. A square is a parallelogram. A rhombus is a parallelogram. A rectangle, square is a parallelogram. And we know that in a parallelogram, the diagonals bisect each other. That means both the diagonals have the same midpoint. Both the diagonals have the same midpoint. Now you can find the coordinates of the midpoint. You can find the coordinates of the midpoint of the diagonals using the midpoint formula. Using the midpoint formula. You can you can find the coordinates of the midpoint using the midpoint formula using the diagonal AC or BD. Using the diagonal AC or BD. You can use the coordinates of A and C, or you can use the coordinates of B and D to find the coordinates of the midpoint. Now see here. Coordinates of the midpoint of diagonal AC is the same as the coordinates of the midpoint of the diagonal BD. Is this correct? Both of them have the same midpoint. Both the diagonals have the same midpoint. So the coordinates of the address of the midpoint of the diagonal AC and the address of the midpoint of the diagonal BD, both the address will be the same, no? Because both refers to the same point. So how will you find the, let me, I just draw the diagram. I'm sorry, just a second. Okay, so coordinates of the midpoint of diagonal AC is the same as the coordinates of the midpoint of diagonal BD. So how do you find the coordinates of the midpoint of AC? Midpoint formula. So x1 plus x2 by 2, comma, y1 plus y2 by 2. Add the x coordinates, divide by 2. Add the y coordinates, divide by 2. Now for diagonal AC, so you should use the coordinates A and C. You should use the coordinates of the vertices A and C. Okay, use the coordinates of the vertices A and C. So 5 x1, 2 is x2, or 2 is x1, 5 is x2. X coordinates are x1 and x2, y coordinates are y1 and y2. Okay, so what is it? 5 plus 2 by 2, comma, p plus 1 or 1 plus p, whatever, by 2. This is the address of O is equal to, now use the coordinates of the vertices B and D. So x1, x2 are 1 and 6. y1, y2 are 5 and 2. 1 plus 6 by 2, comma, 5 plus 2 by 2. Both are the coordinates of the point O. This one is the coordinates of the point O. This one also is the coordinates of the point O. So now, so 7 by 2, comma, p plus 1 by 2 is equal to 7 by 2, comma, 7 by 2. So now equate. Sorry, I didn't equate correctly. Ratio, proportion, product of means, product is suddenly put like that. So equate the y coordinates. Equate the y coordinates. Equate the y coordinates. Why I suddenly put like that is like ratio and proportion. We product of means, product of extremes. So suddenly my hand went like that. Yeah. So here the y coordinate is equal to the y coordinate, right? Okay. So p plus 1 by 2 is equal to 7 by 2. 2 on either side gets cancelled. So p plus 1 is equal to 7. P is equal to 7 minus 1. P is 8. So the value of p is 8. Oh my God. Sorry. Yeah, 6. Yeah. All right. So the value of p is 6. So normally this question, we may get confused if they say ABCD is a rhombus. See whether it is a rhombus, rectangle, square, or parallelogram, same working. See now here it's given if ABCD is a square, right? If it was given ABCD is a parallelogram, ABCD is a rhombus, ABCD is a rectangle, ABCD is a square, same working. Because everywhere the property is true. Everywhere the property is true. So the parallelogram is parallelogram is, that's where the property begins. In a parallelogram, diagonals bisect each other. And rhombus, rectangle, square, they're all parallelograms. Rhombus is a parallelogram, rectangle is a parallelogram, square is also a parallelogram. So in all these figures, the diagonals bisect each other. Yeah. So this is the working. Please work. If you have worked it in a lengthy way and you feel this is shorter, please take down this working. Maybe you want the correct answer, but if you feel this working is shorter, please take it up. Okay. Done? Completed? Online children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Very
Yes, ma'am.
good. All right. Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, good. A similar question. PQRS is a parallelogram. Find A and B. Use the same working. Complete this. We did this in the last class, but I want all of you to repeat it. Use the presentation we just used for the last one. Coordinate of the midpoint of diagonal AC is equal to whatever we just did. You finished? Okay. Yeah, Babishya, what are the values of A and B? நீங்க ரொம்ப ஜென்டலா இருக்கீங்க. அப்படிலாம் இருந்தா you have to rework, is it? You have to rework. Okay. So what are the values of A and B? Uh, 4 and 3. Okay. A is 4, B is 3. Okay. Yeah. Completed this online, children? Okay. Right. Okay. So we'll just recall when we use a section formula. So what are the different components of the section formula? We have two points A and B in the Cartesian plane. A given by the address x1, y1. B address x2, y2. Okay. And AB is a join of the points A and B. So AB is a line segment. Now there is a point, say C, lying on the line segment AB, dividing AB in the ratio M1 is to M2 or M is to N, whatever. Okay, M is to N. And the address of C is given by x, y. So all these are the components of the section formula. A, B, x1, y1, x2, y2. C, which lies on A, B. C is called the point of division. C is called the point of division. It divides the line segment AB in the ratio M is to N. Now the section formula, the direct application of the section formula is to find the coordinates of the point C. The direct application of the section formula is to find the coordinates of the point C. Okay, so I think we saw this. Yeah, no, we did see this in the last class. So write the ratio M is to N. M is to N is a ratio. To find the x coordinate of C, to find the x coordinate of C, x coordinate of C. Okay, so ratio is M is to N. And what are the x coordinates? X1 and X2, right? M is to N is a ratio and the coordinates, the x coordinates. See, to find the x coordinate of C, you will use X1 and X2. To find the y coordinate of C, you will use Y1 and Y2. Okay, so this is a ratio. M is to N is a ratio. X1, X2. M X2. M X2 plus N X1 by M plus N. And the y coordinate of C is equal to Mn y1, y2. So my2, ny1. My2 plus ny1 by m plus n. Okay, right? Okay, answer the first question. Find the coordinates of the point which divides the line segment joining the points A and B in the ratio 3:2. Work that. So here we'll have to use a section formula because we'll have to find the coordinates of the point of division. Yeah, all the best. Correct? Am I working? Okay. You can find the x coordinate and y coordinate separately also. You can also work it like this. You can find them together like this, or you can find them separately. You can find the x coordinate of C, y coordinate of C separately, and then write the coordinate 7, 3. Anyways, it's fine. So what you see here is bisection formula. C x comma y. That is the coordinate of C are given by the formula here. This is the x coordinate, this is the y coordinate, correct? Then substitute and calculate. That's it. Okay. So go to the next one. Online children. Yes. No. Okay. Yeah. Correct. Correct, Bhavishya. Got this? Yes. Okay. Next one. Choice. Correct? So you can find the coordinates of Q using the midpoint formula, because Q is the midpoint of PB. Q is the midpoint of PB, because Q divides PB, because PQ is one part and QB is one part. PQ is one part, QB is one part. So that means Q is the midpoint of PB. So to find the coordinates of Q, you can use a midpoint formula. I'll take you to the next slide. Finish this one. Online children.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here we have taken only the line segment PB, not AB, PB, where Q is the midpoint of PB, because PQ is one part, QB is one part. So you can find the coordinates of Q using the midpoint formula, x1 plus x2 by 2, y1 plus y2 by 2. Finished? Take the table closer to you. Is it very far away from you? If you want, take the table closer to you. Okay. So now, in what ratio does Q divide AB? Q divides AB in the ratio 2:1. Q divides AB in the ratio 2:1. So you can also find the coordinates of Q first. You can also find the coordinates of Q. Take the line segment AB. So that is, use the coordinates of A and B. Okay, the ratio 2:1 and find the coordinates of Q, section formula. Then once you find the coordinates of Q, P is the midpoint of AQ. P is the midpoint of AQ. Then you can use the midpoint formula to find the coordinates of P. Or you can use 1:2 ratio for finding P and 2:1 ratio for finding Q also. Anyways, you can do it. You can also find so we have A, P, Q, and B, right? So you can use the ratio 1:2. 1:2 and section formula to find the coordinates of P. Then to find the coordinates of Q, AQ is 2 parts, QB is 1 part because it's 1 plus 1, 2 parts. So AQ is 2 parts, QB is 1 part. You can again use the coordinates of A and B and the ratio 2:1 to find the coordinates of Q. Correct? Yeah. Finish working? Online children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. One second. I just started squeezing. I'll just write it again. Sorry. Okay, so please listen first. So the line segment is AB, right? The line segment is AB. AB is the line segment and P is the point of division. P is the point of division. P lies on the line segment AB. So P is the point of division. Now, so what is the ratio you want? You want the ratio AP by PB. The line segment is AB. You can see that. Find the coordinates of the point P on the line segment AB. P lies on the line segment AB. So AB is a line segment, P lies on it. So you want the ratio AP is to PB. But what have we given? You want the ratio. So you should do this in the rough column. In the rough, just draw a line segment. Just, represent this information diagrammatically like this. So if P lies on AB, you want the ratio AP is to PB. But what is given? AP by AB is equal to 2 by 5 is given. No. We don't want this ratio. AP by AB ratio we don't want. We want AP by PB. Okay, so I'm calling AP. So children, this is 2 parts. Okay, this is 2 parts. This whole thing is 5 parts. So this will be 3 parts, right? AP is 2 parts. AP is 2 parts. And AB is 5 parts. AB, this whole thing is 5 parts. So this PB has to be 3 parts. So the ratio is 2:3. But you just have to present it. There are different ways of presenting. I've just worked it like this. You get it? All of you? So I've taken AP as 2x and AB as 5x. So how will you find PB? PB is AB minus AP, right? How will you find PB? PB is AB minus AP. PB is AB minus AP, so 5x minus 2x, 3x. Now find the ratio. You want the ratio AP by PB, right? So AP by PB is, AP is 2x, whereas here, and PB is 3x, so 2:3 is the ratio. Yeah. Now find the coordinates of P using the section formula. So in a hurry, by mistake, you shouldn't use a ratio 2:5 because that's not the required ratio. AP by PB is the required ratio, which is 2:3. Yeah, complete the answer. This is right, children. 3,21 by 5. Correct? 3,21 by 5. I went wrong. My addition is wrong. 20. Sorry. 12 plus 16. What is this? 12 plus 3, na? 15 by 5, comma. 14 plus 6, 20 by 5. Okay, come on. Finished? Finished working, online children?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. 3 comma minus 2, correct? And we know that if a point lies on a line, it will satisfy that equation. The point lies on a line. So now this point P lies on the line 2x minus y plus k is equal to 0. So it will satisfy the equation of that line. Ratio given is AP by AB, but P divides AB, right? P divides AB. So P lies on AB. So the required ratio is AP is to PB. But we are given AP by AB. So you should find AP by PB. So the required ratio is AP is to PB. So we work and find AP is to PB. Okay. Now, correct. What did I do? Why again? 3 minus 2. 2x minus y plus. Render equal to potena. Correct the pa. Two x minus y plus k is equal to 0. 2 into 3 minus 2. My God, why? I'm very sorry. No, it's not right. I'm sorry. I'll not do mistakes and further in today's class. 6 plus 2 plus k is equal. I'm sorry, Chitra. K is minus 8. Correct? All happy, no? Yeah. Completed online children?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. Now, the other applications of the section formula. In what ratio, please listen to me, in what ratio does this point P divide the line segment joining A and B? So normally we use a section formula to find the coordinates of the point of division. So here P, We use it to find the coordinates of P, but the coordinates of P are given to you. Coordinates of P are given to you. You should find the ratio. Ratio is not given. You should find the ratio. Remember, to find the ratio, use either the formula to find the x coordinate of the point of division or the y coordinate of the point of division. Now listen, don't work. Sometimes teachers use case to one, all the same. You don't have to use case. You can just use whatever M1 is to M2 or M is to N, whatever. So let the, you don't have to say when you're using M is to N, you don't actually have to say let the ratio be M is to N or let the ratio be M1 is to M2. You don't have to say because that is default in the formula itself. If you're using case to one, then you should say this let. Now for now, let is not needed. Meaning for this, if you take the ratio, you have to find the ratio, right? Yeah, so if you take the ratio as M is to N, you don't have to say let because that's what it is. K is to 1, then you should say let the required ratio be K is to 1. Okay, so now see here. X coordinate of P is equal to what? 2. You do this or you do, what is the Y coordinate of P? What's the Y coordinate of P? Yeah, do this or this. I'm working both side by side. Do this or this to get the ratio. Okay. Now, how do you find the x coordinate of P by the section formula? M x2 plus n x1 by m plus n. And this is 2. How do you find the y coordinate? M y2 plus n y1 by m plus n is equal to minus 5. Now, m is m, x2, 4. Correct? Plus n into minus 3 by m plus n is equal to 2. So this is 4m minus 3n is equal to, when you cross multiply, 2m plus 2n. Now have m on one side and n on the other side. So you will get 6m is equal to 5n. My God. 2m. Okay. 2m is equal to 5n. Correct? Now see here. 2m is, so 2m by n is equal to what? 5. 2m by n is equal to 5. So then what is m by n? M by n is equal to 5 by 2. So the required ratio is 5:2. Let's work this. M y2 minus 9. M into minus 9 plus n into 5 by m plus n is equal to minus 5. So minus 9m plus 5n by m plus n. Okay, I'll cross multiply since I don't have place also. Is equal to what? Minus 5m minus 5n. Transpose m on one side. So minus 4m is equal to n on the other side, minus 10n. So minus cancels. All right. So we have, then you can simplify this. No, dividing by 2, you'll get 2m is equal to 5n. Correct? You'll get 2m is equal to 5n. So 2m by n is equal to 5, right? So m by n is equal to 5 by 2. So the required ratio is 5:2. Yeah, write down. So you make a note, write down all, take down the question and make a note of this. Okay, the note is, after writing the question, write the note. The required ratio can be found using the formula to find the x-coordinate of the point of division or the y-coordinate of the point of division. The required ratio can be found using the formula to find the x-coordinate of the point of division or the y-coordinate of the point of division. Okay. Okay. There are some questions. One and nutrition. Finish all of you? So the note I said, the required ratio. No, you have already written. Can be found using the formula to find the x-coordinate of the point of division or the y-coordinate of the point of division. Okay. So how do you find the x-coordinate? X-coordinate of the point of division? X is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. The x value is given already. Y coordinate is y is equal to my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. These two can be used separately. They can be used separately. That's what we did, no? X is equal to 2 and y is minus 5. mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n is equal to x. my2 plus ny1 by m plus n is equal to y. But both are the same, but so let's put the x here. Is equal to x is equal to y. Okay. And we just Keshav wanted some questions from some answers from arithmetic progression. So we'll just use the last 40 minutes now we have no to revise AP. Okay. Split 207 into 3 parts such that these are an AP and the product of the two smaller parts is 4623. taken the question? Online children, I'll share another link. Please leave this meeting and join the meeting using the other link, which I'm just about to share.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah.